Are you tired of losing every Bed Wars game? Tired of dying every time you try to break a bed? Or are you tired of getting comboed to infinity because you're pretty sure that guy is hacking? Well, you're in the right place. Not for getting comboed, because that's just Minecraft Bedrock being weird, but I can help you with the other two problems. Welcome to a new series on how to play Bed Wars for solo and double modes on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This series will explain the basic principles of Bed Wars to help you drastically improve your game sense. This series is also broken up into 3 videos, each of which discusses one of the 3 parts of any Bed Wars games: the first rush, gearing up, and then cleaning up. Make sure to watch all 3 videos if you want to get a solid understanding of how to play Bed Wars. So make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications to be notified when the next video in this series comes out, and with that out of the way, let's get into our first video and talk about the first rush. Let's first look at the layout of a Bed Wars map to understand what a first rush actually is. If you look at any solo or doubles Bed Wars map, you'll notice there are 8 islands around a center island, with 2 islands right next to each other. These islands directly next to each other are your first rush. Essentially, the first thing you should do as soon as you enter a game is to eliminate the team next to you. This requires you to bridge over to their base and break their bed. Then, you need to kill each team member once after their bed is broken to eliminate them from the game. Not only will this first rush protect you from any unexpected rushes throughout the game, but it will also allow you to use an entire team's generator, doubling your material output. Let's look at a quick example of how I usually rush my opponents. So here, notice how I turn to face the iron generator before the game starts. This is so that I can get the materials first before my teammate, just to make sure I have enough iron to rush as quickly as possible. Now I know this is an 8 iron rush, which really helps me out here because I'm able to rush this base before enemies are ready to defend it. Notice how nobody's defending this base? It's because they didn't know how fast this rush is. Now I go in to try to clean up a 1v2 and see what I can do. Notice how I target the person with the least amount of health, but I don't win it, which is alright because they're right next door to me. They're the next over base, so I'm just going to keep targeting them until I clean them up. Now they start to rush my base, which is pretty common. People are mad that you killed their bed. And I get one down. I just have to be careful here not to lose my own bed, but it should be okay as long as I just stay back. And if you're an average PvPer and just trade hits most often, then I wouldn't be too worried about this position. Just don't stand underneath the person towering up. Now I buy some blocks here so I can reach this guy. I see my teammate's name tag over there so I know he hasn't left. I go to make sure just in case. And I deposit my 7 gold because I don't want to die and then give my enemy that material. And I also check blue just to make sure that they're not rushing me too. This is a example of game sense, just knowing where everybody is that's close to you. Now I saw my teammate die in the chat, so I go in to clean up this kill. I walk around the corner and see he's on 4.5, so I just rush in and I know I can confidently take this PvP. So now I've completed my first rush and I have a second generator to help me clean up the rest of this game. Alright, in this one, I'm going to show you an example of how not to defend the first rush, and then I'll show you an example of how to defend it. So here, I thought I could just knock this guy off and get his first rush out of the way. But I notice instead, I knock him back into my base. And that's not how you want to defend the first rush. You have to stop the forward momentum. This is me, and I want to show you my perspective because I want to show you why you can do this. So as I'm rushing this guy, he's just going to stand right in front of me, and when I reach his base, bam, he just knocks me right off because I wasn't prepared. That's because I'm looking down the entire time I'm rushing his base, and I can't see that person. So when you're defending a first rush, you want to make sure you're standing right in front of their bridge, so that way you can stop all forward momentum and knock them into the void. This is just an example. You want to always rush first, but just in case you're not able to, you'll know how to deal with it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support lately, especially on my perfect game video. I just wanted to make this video to help y'all with your Bed Wars, and maybe if you learned a couple tips, drop a sub and a like. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure to watch part 2 when it comes out, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!